Into this world we have come alone, और जाए भी अकेला. And in a similar manner, when we take our exit, we shall leave alone. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला।
2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के तू करते गुमान। 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते गुमान। मार्ग चलते मोछ मनोरथ मर्याद सब भाई के। मार्ग चलते मोछ मनोरथ मर्याद सब भाई के। पर धन देख के मन अब ललचे, पर धन देख के मन अब ललचे, निकल गई बेईमान रे। 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते गुमान। 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते गुमान। पर सुख ने मन अब जलते, जैसे अग्नि घास से। पर सुख देखी के मन अब जलते, जैसे अग्नि घास से। आन के बधाई सुनकर मूरख, आन के बधाई सुनकर मूरख हुए हैं पूरा लबार। 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते गुमान रे। काहे के करते गुमान रे। पर धन नीति के जो हरते हैं, अपना जाल बिछाई के। पर धन निर्या जो हरते हैं, अपना जाल फैलाई के। राम लाल सुनो भाई संतो, राम लाल सुनो भाई संत, उनसे रहो होशियार। के करे
कोई नाल जय है धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई नाल जय है धन बांध के घटरिया, धन बांध के घटरिया, धन बांध के घटरिया, धन बांध के घटरिया, धन बांध के घटरिया रे। कोई नाल जय है धन बांध के घटरिया। जब यमराज पलंग पर बैठे, करिया जैसे बन के लकड़िया, फूकरिया जैसे बन के लकड़िया रे। कोई नाल जय है धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई नाले जय है धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई नाले जय है धन कहत।
अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव करो, परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू धन्य बना जीवन। बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। बिंदु के प्रेम सिंधु में चल आज निहाले, परम पिता का प्रेम पात्र बन कर तू शुभ वर पाले। किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, को जा मन में मगन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन।
One day this life will leave this body, and I will exist no more in this material world. Every living being must eventually marry the bride of death. Let not the mind lust at physical wealth and pleasures. The services that we can perform, do it now, for you may never get the opportunity to pass this way again. Glorify the name of the Lord and receive His blessings. Ek din hame bhi jana hai. One day we will all have to leave this world.
एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। जग चला जाता है सारा, जग चला जाता है सारा, इकता कौन ठिकाना है। एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। खूब मौज कर देख तमाशा, मौज कर देख तमाशा, खेलने को खेला करनी है तो कर ले रे बंदे, करनी है तो कर ले रे बंदे, फिर नहीं आना है। एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। कौरी कौरी करके जोरी, कौरी कौरी करके जोरी, भरा खजाना जंगल जाए जा बंदे रे, जंगल जाए जा बंदे रे, फिर पछताना है। एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। जग चला जाता है सारा, जग चला जाता है सारा, इकता कौन ठिकाना है। एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है।
इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले, गोविंद नाम लेकर, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। यह तो गंगा जी का तट हो, जमुना का तट निकट हो। यह तो गंगा जी का तट हो, जमुना का तट निकट हो। और सावरा निकट हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। श्री वृंदावन का तल हो, विष्णु चरण का जल हो। श्री वृंदावन का तल हो, विष्णु चरण का जल हो। मुखरे में तुलसी दल हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले।
वृंदावन भेलाल की जय। ओम पवित्र पवित्र वा सर्वावस्थां जपुतिवाय स्मरितुल्लिकाक्षं सबाह्याभ्यन्तरः शुचिः। ओम गंगे जमुना चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नरसिंधु कावेरी जलसंसिधुं कुरु। हरि ओम पृथ्वी देवी माताय नमः। हरि ओम हस्तौ प्रक्षालनं सर्वयामि सुपोषणम्। ओम केशवाय नमः। ओम माधवाय नमः। ओम नमो नारायण। ओम हस्तौ प्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि। ओम केशवाय नमः। ओम माधवाय नमः। ओम नमो नारायण। ओम हस्तौ प्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि। ओम केशवाय नमः। ओम माधवाय नमः। ओम नमो नारायण। ओम हस्तौ प्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि। ओम केशवाय नमः। ओम माधवाय नमः। ओम नमो नारायण। ओम हस्तौ प्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि। ओम हस्तौ प्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि। ओम केशवाय नमः। ओम माधवाय नमः। ओम नमो नारायण। Bol Vrindavan Bhelal ki jai. Devotees, just please all stand. Purushottam. 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 Today we have gathered to do the Antishti Karma, the final rites of the deceased, as you know, as Chandaye deceased. Joining with the rest of the family, the sons and daughters and grandchildren, and maybe great-grand also, joining with this family today in bidding farewell. for the one who have passed away, is a very nice day for her. She is in a very happy condition, whether you believe it or not. She's in a very happy condition. Why? She have left a physical, ailing body. And when your time will come and you are in a physical, ailing body, you also will pray to leave. So when you are about to leave that home where the body which you live, God will give you an insight. Garud Puran chapter 1, God will give you an insight of where you're going. In a quick vision, you'll get a place, you'll know where you're going, you'll see where you're going, and you'll see everything. It may be pleasant for some, it may not be pleasant for some. But definitely we have to leave this city of the human body. So today, let's put our hands together and celebrate this moment of the deceased. For she is in a happy state where there is no more pain and suffering. And for us who are still in the battlefield of life, there should be no sorrow for us. This is not a moment to sorrow. You only sorrow because of the attachment to the ever-changing body. That's why we sorrow. But that's not the right time to sorrow. You only sorrow if someone is in trouble, in suffering. But this person's suffering has come to an end. Let us bow our heads in prayer as we invoke the blessings of that omnipresent being, Sarva Shakti, Sarveshwar, Sarvyapak, Ajar, Amar, Nitya Srishtikarta ko barambar namaskar. Hey Bhagavan Vishnu, we glorify thee for the blessings of the deceased today. May her soul, in the journey to the great beyond, be one without any obstacles. Asadgati vinashartham, sadgati prapyartham. May it be a journey without any obstacles. May you, O Lord, who takes the soul to and from this body, you live with us in this body, and on leaving the body, you take us to a journey. Only you alone exist. Unto thee we offer this prayer. Hari Om Vishnu Ra Vishnu Adhya Sri Brahmane Dviti Pradhe Sri Shweta Varaha Kalpe Vaivasat Manvantarishta Vimsatitami Kali Yuge Kali Pratham Charane Tranadesha Mugrame Sandagastin Grame Punya Kshetri Baudhavtare Varthaman Yathanam Samarsara Mukai Mukamase Vaishakhamase Amuka Pakshe Krishna Pakshe Amukta Thaumukha Vasare Mukha Nakshatre Mukha Yoge Mukha Rinsha Mukha Rashi Sthite Shashanke Amukha Rashi Sthite Surya Amukha Rashi Sthite Shashanke Shasheshu Graheshu Yatha Yatha Rashi Sthana Sthiteshu Mukha Nam Amukha Gotras Kashapa Gotrasya Amukha Namasya. What's your name? Amukha Nam Rani Namasya Amukha Pretasya. What's her mother name? Subowtee Pretasya Antishti Karma Ham Karishyami Om Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramarutaha Stunvanti Divyaistaveir Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadair Gayantiyam Samaga Dhyana Vastitadgatena Manasa Pashyantiyam Yogino Yasyantam Navido Sura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagan Sadrisham Meghavarana Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Bhirdhyanagamyam Bande Vishnu Bhavabhaiharanam Sarvalokaikanaatham Hari Om Atma Shanti. Put it off flowers. Priti Shanti, Mana Shanti, Hari Om on the chest. Yeah. Bole Vrindavan Bhailal Ki Jai. Please take your seats. Water. So devotees, today, come closer. Give it to him. Today we have gathered, as I said before, to bid farewell to the physical body and the soul that was living in this physical body. I want you to know that our true place of residence is the human body. The deceased, Chandaye as we know her, have lost her city, while she now is traveling or will be out of this body and continues to exist in a body they call a Sukshma Sharir. Sukshma Sharir is a second body And the third body is Karan Sharir. Karan Sharir is the causal body where the Jiva, the life itself, inhabits, dwells there. And that Karan Sharir, the causal body, it gives life to the individual soul. That's the mind with 5 senses that lived in the body with 5 sense organs. Are you with me? Yes or no? Following me? So we are a living soul in a perishable body. All of us waiting on this moment to go in the coffin. Yes or no? Are you frightened? Say yes, that's the reality. This is reality. The good thing about it is that we have to, whether we want or not. That's nature. That's a part of the evolutionary state. So at this time, the final rites, the body is the altar where the Jiva dwells. The Jiva become a Bhuta, a living soul. Jiva means part of God. Ishvara, Ansa, Jiva Avinashi. That which comes from God is called a Jiva, a spark of divinity that becomes a Bhuta, a living soul in a body which is changing, ever changing. So through this physical body, listen carefully, we are now going to pay homage and ask the Lord who used to live of Jiva and give birth to the individual soul, the mind and senses. We ask, Father, may you, through this body, we make our final offering. Bathe the body from top below. Sprinkle 5 times. Om Adhyamo Gotras Kashyapa Gotras Samukha Pretasya Chandi Mritistanu Shavanamit Snanang Mayariyate Tavo Patishatam Hari Om Atma Shanti Preta Shanti Mana Shanti Hari Om Tat Sat Tat Purushaya Namaha. Perfume. Good. Give us. Om Adhyamo Gotras Kashyapa Gotras Samukha Pretasya Chandi Mritistanu Shavanamit Chandrang Mayadiyate Tavo Patishatam Pret Anantadayakam. For the happiness of the departed, now we pray. May this offering of Chandan upon the corpse bring peace and happiness. The corpse was once your home, your city. That's it right there. That's it right there. Om Adhyamo Gotra Samukha Pretasya Chandi Mritistanu Shavanamit Gandham Mayadiyate Tavo Patishatam Pret Anantadayakam Harihi Om Tat Sat Tat Purushaya Namaha. Malas. Give them all one. Have extra malas for the daughters. Give it one daughter. 2 daughters come. How much daughters are? Share. Both of you come or one? Or you can take one of the touch hand. Come around that side. Yeah, burst the malas. Burst all the malas. Right, you offer. Om Adhyamo Gotras Kashyapa Gotras Samukha Pretasya Chandi Mritistanu Shavanamit Pushpamala Mayadiyate Tavo Parishatam Pret Anantadayakam. Om Param Brahma Paramadham Pavitram Param Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Arideva Jamvibhum. Om Tvam Arideva Purusha Puranasya Tvamasya Vishwasya Paramadhanam Vetasi Vedhyam Cha Param Chadhama Tvayatatam Vishwamanantarupam Harihi Om Tat Satat Purushaya Namaha. Atma Shanti Preti Shanti Mana Shanti Harihi Om Tat Sat Tat Purushaya Namaha. There's only malas, right? Alright. Arti. Just start in the middle and wave it around 5 times, and they'll walk around 5 times, right? Yes, now touch hand together. Yeah, wave it. Om Yam Dware Mahaghori Andhena Tamasabrate Tatra Lokanartha Deepoyam Upatishatam Harihi Om Adhyamo Gotras Kashyapa Gotras Samukha Pretasya Chandaye Mrittisthana Shivanamit Deepam Mayadhyate Tavo. All of you walk around 5 times. Deepam Upatishitam Prayet Anantadayakam. Let's all sing together. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Let's all please stand. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. 3 times. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. All of you come. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Take it from here. Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Pura Prabhu Ramachandra ki jai. रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम 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 भजुमन प्यारे सीताराम 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 भजुमन प्यारे सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम श्री राम जय जय राम 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 रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधारमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधारमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद
जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधारमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधारमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविंद जय
जय गोपाल जय बोली थाली उठा गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल राम राम बोल राम राम बोल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोल राधे राधे बोल राधे राधे बोल राधे राधे बोल राधे राधे बोल केशव माधव गोविंद बोल केशव माधव गोविंद बोल मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल, केशव माधव. You can sit down, sit down. केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल, शिव शिव बोल, शिव शिव बोल. ओम नमः शिवाय, 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 ओम नमः शिवाय. केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल. मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल, केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल. वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. हरि ओम. यम द्वारे महाघोर्यंधेनाथम सावर्ते तत्र लोकनार्थादीपोयम उपतिष्ठताम. May the offering of this light shine ahead of her in the path of Yama. Yama Dware, the door of Yama, offer this light to thee, O Father, who is the embodiment of radiance. We bow to thee. May this light shine ahead of this departed soul as the soul journey to the above realm. Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat. Jyoti Janama Gavaya Sadhu, Jyoti Janama Gavaya Sadhu, Jyoti Janama Gavaya, Jyoti Janama Gavaya Sadhu, Jyoti Janama Gavaya Sadhu, Jyoti Janama Gavaya. एक पिता के हम सब लड़के, धरती हमारे माता. एक पिता के हम सब लड़के, धरती हमारे माता. कुटुंब कबीला संघ न साथी, कुटुंब कबीला संघ न साथी. काल डंक बजाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया. 2 दिन का पहुनाय जगत में, माया में भरमाया. 2 दिन का पहुनाय जगत में, माया में भरमाया. धन दौलत कुछ काम न आवे, धन दौलत कुछ काम न आवे. छूटी जाए यह काया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया. झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया. सत्संग का गंगा वही है, कोमल जिसकी धारा. सत्संग का गंगा वही है, कोमल जिसकी धारा. कर स्नान विमल कर काया, कर स्नान विमल कर काया. पापिन पार कराया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया. झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया. झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया.
आओ मुरली वाली, मुरलिया बजाओ। आओ कन्हैया मेरे पास आओ, आओ मुरली वाली मुरलिया बजाओ। आओ कन्हैया कृष्णा कन्हैया बंसी बजैया। कृष्णा कन्हैया बंसी बजैया। कृष्णा कन्हैया बंसी बजैया। श्याम मुरारी कुंज बिहारी, यशोदा की नंदन भव भय भंजन। आओ मुरली वाली मुरलिया बजाओ। आओ कन्हैया इधर मेरी आंसू उधर तेरा हंसना। इधर मेरी आंसू उधर तेरा हंसना। इधर मेरी आंसू उधर तेरा हंसना। इधर मेरी मिटना उधर तेरा हंसना। मेरे गुण अंधेरे तेरे गुण जारे। मेरे गुण अंधेरे तेरे गुण जारे। आओ मुरली वाली मुरलिया बजाओ। आओ कन्हैया मेरे पास आओ। आओ मुरली वाली मुरलिया बजाओ। आओ कन्हैया आओ कन्हैया आओ कन्हैया। सीताराम चरण रति मोरे, अनुदिन बढ़ऊ अनुग्रह तोरे। सीताराम चरण रति मोरे, अनुदिन बढ़ऊ अनुग्रह तोरे। सीताराम चरण रति मोरे, सीताराम चरण रति मोरे। अनुदिन बढ़ऊ अनुग्रह तोरे। Bless her soul, let it dwell in Rama. Each day make it pure and improve her karma. Bless her soul, let it dwell in Rama. Each day make it pure and improve her karma. अब कछुनाथ न मांगे अमोरे, अब कछुनाथ न मांगे अमोरे। दीन दयालु अनुग्रह तोरे, दीन दयालु अनुग्रह तोरे। Oh Lord Rama, this one thing we are asking. Oh Lord Rama, this one thing we are asking. Give her your love and give her your blessing. Oh Lord Rama, this one thing we are asking. Give her your love and give her your blessing. Shri Ram Jai Ram, जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम.
All right, devotees, we almost come to the end of this final rite. So this time we are going to do the Panchak Shanti. All this period of time is called Panchak. So we are doing the Panchak rites for no harm to befall the family in the future. There is any kind of premature death. So we ask Bhagavan blessings, we offer prayer. Put it in your hand. Think of the light of the sun on the planetary system, that we are all governed by the planetary system. On this earth is sustained by the orbit of the planets, the sunlight, the moonlight, and the rain and everything. So this time we pay homage to Almighty God through the solar system to bring about peace. For this Panchak, the 5 inauspicious stars, the sun and the moon during this period of time will bring peace. We propitiate thee, O Lord. Hari Om Amaka Gotras Kashapa Gotras Amaka Pretas Chandaye Subowtee Shavanamit Dhanashtadi Panchak Janam Durmarnadi Vanasharishta Nivarnartham Panchak Vidhanam Karishe Om Bho Preta Vahadaya Om Panchakadhishtatar Yaha Agachantu Om Japa Kusum Sankesham Om Japa Kusum Sankasham Kashpe Mahajutim Tamuram Sarpa Pagnam Pratus Divakaram Om Namo Narayan. Om Panchak Shanti, Om Panchak Shanti, Om Panchak Shanti. Right. Rest of the night, put on the water there. So please all stand as you do this Panchak Shanti in paying respect and homage to the cosmos and the higher elements. Harihi Om Vasoho Pavitramasi Shatadharam Vasoho Pavitramasi Sahasradharam Devastva Savita Punatu Vasoho Pavitrena Shatadharena Suptvakama Duksha Om Vasubhyaha Namaha Om Pretavahaya Namaha. Next one, right arm. Om Varunasya Tabhanamasi Varunasya Skambhasasthu Varunasya Ritasaranyasi Varunasya Ritasramasi Varunasya Ritasramasi Om Varunaya Namaha Om Pretasakhyaya Namaha. Om Utano Ahirbundhyar Tudvaja Ekapata Prithvi Samudraha Vishwadevarita Brdho Hutana Suta Mantraha Kavishasta Avantu Om Ajaika Padaya Namaha Om Pretapaya Namaha. Rest it down. Om Shivo Namasi Swadhishtiste Pita Namastestu Mama Higwangsehi Nivartayam Yayushenadhyaya Prachanaya Rasya Poshaya Suprajastvaya Suviryaya Om Ahirbundhyaya Namaha Om Preta Bhumipaya Namaha. Om Pushannastava Pratenaya Pratevya Yas Rishekada Chana Om Stotasta Ihamasi Om Pushane Namaha Om Preta Hartre Namaha. Sit down. Please take your seats. Water. On each of the doll, you place water on it, each one. Om, in one each here. Om Devanam Charishinam Cha Gurum Kanchara Sadibham Buddhi Bhutam Talokesham Tam Namami Brahaspatim. Om Japa Kusum Sankasham Kashapeyam Mahadutim Tamuram Sarpa Pagnam Prasdivakaram. Om Namaha Sharvaya Shantaya Shambhave Namaha Vedishwar Namastu Bhyambhuteshwar Namusute. Om Panchak Shanti, Om Atma Shanti, Preta Shanti, Mana Shanti, Harihi Om Tat Sat. At this time, I'll call upon the person to do the eulogy. Anybody here? Please come forward.
celebration of the life of Chandaye Dooprajh, our mom, Tanti Chan, Chani. Chandaye Subowtee Dooprajh was born on October 24th, 1947, to Jackie and Danmati Ramnarayan. She had 6 siblings whom she loved with all her heart. And truth be told, I think she loved each one just a little more than the other. Their bond was strong and unbreakable. That love my mom shared with her siblings no doubt extended to everyone she met, including all her sisters-in-laws and brothers-in-laws. We all have one word which aptly describes each of us. For our mom, our Tanti Chan, our Tanti, our Chani, that word is selfless. Our mom would do anything for everyone, anything they ask. Throughout her life, our mom would put everybody else's needs before her own. She just would not say no. That was her way of expressing the love to the life she touched by abundant acts of kindness. She loved people and she loved to help people. She lived a full and abundant life. Her whole aura was joyful and fun-loving. And it seemed that anyone who had the privilege to meet and spend time with our mom, our Tanti Chan, Chani, loved her deeply in return. Apart from her abundant acts of kindness, our mom was the best cook. Many have tried, but we will all agree no one can curry that duck and goat like Tanti Chan. Mom had a vivacious, joyful personality that all people, young and old alike, just loved to be around. Everyone wanted Tanti Chan to be there with them. How many of us could boast of being truly loved and respected, not just by their immediate family, but by their husband's family as well? When Ma had that title, she had a close bond and friendship with all of Daddy's side of the family. That tells you just how special and wonderful her mom was to all of us. She loved all her nieces and nephews. She was so proud to see her great-grandchildren. She loved all of them. Sometimes I think she loved them more than us, but she loved them so much. Her mom took great pride in how she presented herself. No one could dress like Mommy, and her youthful spirit kept her looking decades younger than her actual age. As we celebrate her life and we remember Mommy, Tanti Chan, Tanti, Chani, for the myriad ways in which each of our lives, she made our lives better without a thought for herself. We thank you, Ma. We thank you for your devotion to the ones you loved, the endless sacrifices you endured, and the love you give us and to the world. Rest in perfect peace, our loving Mom. Mommy, Tanti Chan. Your legacy, your love and goodness will live on forever. We love you and we will miss you until we meet again, our beloved Ma. Mom, Tanti Chan, rest in peace. We love you.
All right, so you have heard wonderful eulogy. Is there anyone like to say a few words again? Anybody, friends, family, near and dear ones?
I must say a pleasant morning to Punicham, to the bereaved family, and all those that know Tanti Chan and come to pay their last respects. This is the 3rd time I was asked to do this. The first time we went into a puja in Vancouver. A family you know well, and while the puja was going on, they came to me and asked me to come and say something on their behalf. Now everybody in the audience was Indian. I was the only African. And I find it strange they come to me. That means I'm highly favored. But I spoke on their behalf and I told them what I had to tell them concerning the family. And then when this sister here, mother, died, before she died, she told me the same thing. When you die, I want you to come and say something on my behalf. And so happened that she died also, and I was faced with a congregation like this and had to say something on her behalf. And here it is, Tanti Chan told me the same thing years ago, that when she died, she wanted me to say something on her behalf. And when she died, this sister here reminded me of that. And it hurt my heart to know she's in this condition. But I want to just tell you something that should move your hearts and move you towards God. When I know her, about 18 years ago, she came to me one day. They had a puja and she was going to cook. And she said, Wayne, I want you to come 5 o'clock in the morning to help me cook. So I asked, me? She said, yes, you come. I want you to come with me. I got up 3 o'clock that morning and I dressed myself and everything and head for Karipichaima where she was cooking. I reached the 4:45 and she cut up this and I do that for her and I cut up this and cut up that. That was one of the greatest moments in my life because she accepted me to do something with her. Another time she saw me, she said, I have a special dish for you, I said, what is that? I have bhaji fish to make for you. I said, bhaji fish? She said, yes. She said, I don't make that for any and everybody, but I'm making that bhaji fish for you. And she made that bhaji fish for you. And that taste lingered in my mouth for months. And just a couple of weeks ago, we went by a place in Arangwez. And we bought a bygone sahina. First time I eaten a bygone sahina. And when I finished eating the bygone sahina, I ate other things and nothing could have wiped away that taste of the bygone sahina. You know what I said? I said I eat those things first and then the bygone sahina. Because it was so good. It was just like that bhaji fish that lady had made for you. And from since that, I always hold that lady dear in my heart. Every morning when I pray, you believe she has to be in my prayers? She has to be in my prayers. Up to the day she died, the morning, I prayed for her. And I didn't even know she died yet. Every single day, from since I know her, every morning I prayed for her. You know, two of her worst part of her life is she found this young man when she was going to school. She found this young man and they got married. And they built a house here, piece by piece, brick by brick. It wasn't a big thing like this, it started small. And it get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that individual and her, the deceased Beto, they lived a happy life. Wherever she is, he is. Wherever he is, she is. And that family grow and they bring up their children. And the children also grow. And when he died, part of her life left her. But she still had the memories of the house. And she tried to cope with life as it came. And then one day, all of a sudden, she left and went out and come back. And that was gone too. So she had no other thing to remember herself by but her children. And she pondered and she pondered. And from since that day till now, she was grieving for both her husband and her house. And it took her where she is now. Now she's in a happy place. Nobody knows the trouble she has seen. Only person knows is Jesus and God. And I hope and pray that she finds salvation with the Lord. All those that are alive, remember her good works. She was a friend to every single one. It didn't have no time you called she to do something, she refused or she had no time. She always there for everyone. And I want you to also understand that you must be there for each other just like she was there for you. You must always find time to be with one another. It's the only way that you can find salvation within. Because God say, love your brother as you love yourself. Greater love that no man had, that I laid on my life for my friend. I didn't call you servants, I call you friend. And God called all of you as his own. And let's give God the praise and thanks for our sister who is going to be great beyond. Thank you.
Okay, you have heard wonderful compliments of the deceased. I would like to, if anybody else? Yes.
Hi, good morning to everyone. I have known this family for the past 53 years. And there's no words. I know her as Bauji, right? My dad and her dad and my mom and her mom were best friends. And, I would say today, if anybody could take something from her, it's unselfish love. We, growing up, we never knew what it was to know Indian and Negro. We didn't know that. Bauji taught that. Our parents taught that. And if leaving here today, anyone could take anything, take that. Unselfishness, love crosses all borders and boundaries. I was here for Mr. Beto. I was here for Ma. And now I'm here for Bauji. Bauji, I love you. I came last Tuesday not knowing it would have been the last time that I spent with her. And, she was so full of life even then, but, we won't question God. And I came to pay respects to the family. On behalf of the Fraser family, I am here today to honor and give respects. We love you.
Is there anyone else like to say a few words? Friends of family, near and dear ones? Ricky, please come forward.
To add to everything that was said, I have to say, Tanti Chandaye has been a part of my life, my parents' life for so many years. This, in fact, was our childhood. All of them standing up here. We were all children at the same time playing with all the trees. Dolly House right down there. She gave us a beautiful childhood, teenagehood, adulthood. She's always been part of our lives. Tanti Chandaye, exactly what Cindy said, took care of her parents. I came here over the weekend, and even though I saw that on her, Tanti Chandaye's hair was well done, well puffed up and everything. And I was there looking at me, and my hair needed dyeing. The next day I went and booked the appointment. I said, no way is this happening. She has always been a wonderful person to both my parents and us. And I know, may God have mercy on her soul, and may she rest in peace.
Is there anybody else? Friends, family, near and dear ones? The last you can say something, don't hold it in mind. And don't ask him to speak in your funeral. So don't speak in my funeral. Anyway, so nice to hear good sentiments. And let me just share with you. My wife and I, our family, we used to host a whole day, 12 hours, Hanuman chanting, the Hanuman Chalisa chanting. And I remember that deceased Chandaye and all her sisters used to come. 4 o'clock in the morning, I think, Michelle? 4 o'clock in the morning. We sound sleeping still, and these 4 sisters, or how many sisters? 3, and together Ricky, is to come and knock pot, cook all our food, to serve food for 12 hours, and by us, our home, people come and start to eat very early because there's a love. And the food was prepared every year by the deceased Auntie Chandaye and her sisters, together with Ricky. I remember Ricky, a great cook. And these are days I will never forget as long as I live in this body and in this world. So she was a very helpful and loving and very friendly person to our family and to the ashram, the Hanuman Darshan ashram. In fact, they were the pioneers in our ashram when it now started, and the Hanuman Chalisa chanting for 12 hours from 6:37 in the morning to 7:30 in the evening, non-stop chanting, and food will be served throughout the day. And that was only because of the blessings and the kind love of the deceased Chandaye and her family, her sisters and the nephew. So, and many other things, she was always there to help, as you have heard. There's a verse in the Ramayana which says, the nature of a true devotee of God, para upakar bachan manakaya. With mind, words and deeds, they will do upkar. They are good to others, benevolent to others. They are bringing joy to others. And do you know, in our Vedas, it taught to the world that this is the essence of life. Parahit sarisa dharma nahi bhai. Parapira samanahi adhamai. What it says in simple words, that the greatest righteous act one can ever commit in this journey of life is to do good unto others. Parahit. Parahit means good unto others. And parapira, the worst sin, or the most mean act one can commit is to bring pain to others. And when I say pain to others, I don't mean human fellow beings. I mean to the plants, to the living things on earth, on Mother Earth. Dharti mere mata pita saman. Mother is our earth. Our mother is earth. She cherished every created being upon her. And the greatest act one can commit is to bring peace upon Mother Earth by living and bringing joy to all her living beings, including plants and everything. All that has life. And I think her life was exemplary of that great dharma. Parahita is a dharma. Dharma means righteous activities. Activities that brings joy to others. Dharma means that act that brings joy to yourself and others. And by extension, it vibrates through the entire cosmos. That was the kind of person, in my mind, she was. And you know, people tend to tell little exaggerate. I'm not exaggerating. This was the kind of person she was. Up to the moment when she was dying, my wife was having conversation with, I think, her granddaughter. And I remember while I was driving, going to full gas in El Sicuro, the day of death, my wife told me that look, the doctor called them. I told my wife, that is the end. Because when my mother died, doctor called me. I said, Doc, the lady died. Don't tell lies. Because doctor don't call you so when you're in hospital. They only call you when? Take up the corpse. Sad indeed, of course, but that's how life is. So that was the moment. So while we was having conversation, that was the end of her life. That just show how good she was good to people. And the only time people will think about you, as you have our brother spoke, is when you are in the thought. And as we on this topic of the thought, how many of you know where you come from? Quickly you'll say God. But yes, you come from God. But then who are you? If you come from God, who are you? Are you the body? Yes or no? Are you a body or not? You are a body or not? No. What's a body? You are in a body. Are you the mind? Yes or no? Are you the mind? Yes or no? If you're the mind, you're the fool, or you because the mind fool you anytime. Especially if you play a mark. Time fool you. Play a mark, play a mark and loss. Well, I challenge my mind and I conquer my mind. Not with any boast. I prove that I'm not the mind. Because I read it when I was a young boy growing up, studying Vedanta and philosophy, spiritual philosophy. I'm not the mind. Are you the intellect? How many times you make wrong decisions? Intellectual decisions. Huh? I don't want to get into politics, but politics is a part of life. Huh? How many times our leaders making wrong decisions because they are intellectual? But so we are not the intellect. Then who are we? We are a living soul in this body. In the Bible, for those who know the Bible, you'll know Christ mentioned, "For I and my Father are one." It is called Advaita philosophy in Vedanta. I mean, it's not two, there's only one. And for even two have to survive, they have to become one to survive. That's what the meaning of a parent. A parent is two, become one. And only through oneness with God, you can get peace. So our mission, therefore, in this world is to become one with God. And to become one with God, Bhagavan himself declares himself. In the Ramayana, all the devas in the higher region, they ask question, where is God? What is the nature of God? And Lord Shiva said, God is light. Sahaja prakasha rupa bhagavana. That light is God. Bhagavan Shankar ne kaha, Lord Shiva says, God is light. Aren't we living in light? Daylight and night light, moonlight. We are either in the daylight or we are in the... And today the light has come to an end. But light is out. In a long time, Bajan, I was out the light in a boy. I was out the light. I remember growing up as a young boy. I mean, they will finish you. They will out that light. They will, you know. So, the mind, strangely, you have to know, this is found in Gita, chapter 15, verse 7. It's one of my favorite verse in Bhagavad Gita. Mamai vansho jiva loke jiva bhutah sanatanaha manaha shasthana indriyani prakriti sthana karashati. Bhagavan, Jagatpita, God of the world. There's only just God. There's no one God or there's just God. There's just existence. Through language we may put that reality in a different language. You may call it Allah, we may call it Jesus, we may call it Jehovah, Buddha, Rama, Ishwar, Krishna, whatever color you put to that reality, it does not change the reality. You agree with me? Whatever name you may attribute, whatever language you may attribute to that reality, it does not change the reality. God is pure existence. And it is referred to in the Vedas as Tat Purusha, that eternal, omnipresent being. Today we glorify as being a part of that reality. Krishna in the Gita says, O Arjuna, it is a part of me that we call you. All of us, where were we before we born? Not in our mother's womb. Huh? We were there for 9 months, kicking that poor lady, ringing that poor lady belly, na? Until she threw you out, patke you fall out. The end of you and me. For the time you are born now, she called you a child. That's mera beta, mera beti, my child, my boy, my girl. So the separation now. All of us, the life in this body called Jiva, that is God itself. Nothing lesser than the God that we're looking for. And I'll repeat that statement. Nothing lesser than the God we are looking for in churches, in temples, in mosques, in caves and all these things. The life in this body is no lesser than God. It is God itself. Chapter 13 verse 22. Bhagavad Gita. Upadrashta Numanta. The same God that we're looking for everywhere is the life in this body. And Manaha Shashtanindriyani. What emerged out of that? Mamai Vanshu Jiva Loke Jiva Bhutah Sanatanaha Manaha Shashtana. What emerged out of that Jiva, that spark of divinity, it is called a mind. You know, many times you say, you are how you think. Yes or no? You are how you think, because how you think is how you speak, and how you speak you will be called accordingly. If you speak like me, they'll call you a pandit, a smart fella. But if you speak otherwise, they'll call you otherwise. So be careful how you speak, because the mouth will expose you. Huh? So, God wants us to know this, Bhagavan Krishna, as Christ have mentioned in the Bible, the same Vedic teaching, that the I and my Father are one. There's no I and my, but there's only just one, God. So what we call the individual soul, the mind has what we call the intellectual aspect, the emotional aspect, and the sensual aspect. The egoistic aspect, that's the identifying power, the mind. So what is referred to as the individual soul, in my understanding, according to our scriptures, is the mind. The mind come or emerge out of jiva with 5 senses of knowledge. It's called the Panch Jnana Indriyas. What this organ of sight see, it will be able to describe what it see. The knowledge. The nose will tell you what to smell, the sense of knowledge. So the mind with the 5 Jnana Indriyas, or the senses of knowledge, will say what the organs of action is in contact with. It will be able to identify, to explain, to understand, to describe. So you are in this body, which is the mind with 5 senses, dwelling in this body with 5 elements, part of the macrocosmic creation. We are direct part of God, and we must what is called yoga. We must reunite with God, because from that jiva comes the mind with 5 senses, operating the eyes, the nose, the tongue, the ears, and the hands. Are you with me? Yes or no? That's who we are, the mind. So therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita, there are many places in the Gita I can show you, but this particular verse, in the chapter 9, verse 34, Krishna says, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhya jimam namaskuru mame vaishasi yuktam evam atma matparayana. Krishna says clearly, O child, O mind that emerge out of me, I give birth to you. I put you in this body to enjoy me in my macrocosmic creation. This world is called Vishwarupa. It is the very form of Bhagavan. You have been placed in this body to enjoy, to enjoy my wonderful creation. You heard, I think, playing with the trees and all these things. Nature. Long time there was plum tree, there was pomegranate tree, and everybody used to climb and enjoy the fruits. Who climbing pomegranate tree today? Who eating fruits today? If you do have, why do have? Because man eat the tree too. They don't plant. They don't cherish long time. Children to cherish trees. Nowadays nobody will cherish trees. It bleeds my heart to see when they cut down big trees for no reason. So Bhagavan wants us to know that we are an expression or projection of God, a greater reality. Just like a mother produce a child, bring forth a child. The mothers don't make baby. Mothers deliver babies. Babies are formed in their bodies by nature. Your body is the instrument of God, or bodies are part of the macrocosmic creation. It's called the Hiranyagarbha in the Vedas. The cosmic womb. All of us are part and parcel of this greater creation of God. And we must understand that we are nothing less than God. We emerge like a projection out of Bhagavan for a purpose, and why we are being born in this world, why we have been placed in this body is to enjoy, to enjoy this world. Question is, are we enjoying our stay on this earth? Yes or no? Or are we allowing the enemies, tan ke bhitar paanch lutere dal rahe hai dera, काम क्रोध मद लोभ मोह को तुझको कैसा घेरा. We allowing ourselves to be surrounded by these 5 enemies called calm, uncontrolled desires. Uncontrolled desires. More you want, more you get, more you want. Greed. Calm, krodh. When you can't get what you want, the next enemy steps in. Anger. How many of us live in that kind of angry mood? Calm, krodh, mud. When you can't get what you want, and lose yourself like a drunk man who have lost his senses, mud. Kam, krodh, mad, lobh, greed kicks in. You begin to live a selfish life. Mud. When like you lose everything of this mind, lose vision, everything. As the 5 enemies surrounds you in this body. In the journey of life, while we enjoy, the battle is to destroy these enemies, or not to destroy them, but to control them. You must be in control of the senses and the mind. Ramayana very clearly states, Sri Ramchandra says to the great devotee Shabari, Chattadamashila birati bahukarma, narat narantara sajjana dharma. You must be able to, indwell in the body, my child in this body, emerge out of myself, my very nature, have control over the senses. That you are living within this body with 5 sensory organs. Have control, have control. If you don't have control, you are going to be controlled by them, and they are going to become your enemy. That brings us to the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna asks, O beloved soul, become your friend, not your enemy. And I think the deceased become a friend by living a friendly life to everyone around her. So with this in mind, devotees, I would like to chant one chaupai from the Ramayana, which I'd like you all to sing with me, and then we will, I think we have done all the things, right? The 5 paisa goal, you have it? All right. Give him the 5 paisa goal. Place 2 by the 2 eyes, nostrils and mouth. Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram
Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
बड़े भाग्य मानुष तनु पावा, सुर दुर्लभ सदग्रंथ निगावा. बोलो श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम.
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम.
साधन धाम मोक्ष कर द्वारा, पाई न जेहि परलोक सवारा. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. Shri Ram, Almighty God, says to all children, every human being, that this human body is the highest, most evolved form in this creation, on this earth. Look around and see. What is the closest form to human being? Huh? Monkey? You ever see a monkey looking like me? Mustache and thing? Could sing like me too? They may be looking like me, they can't sing like me. And they can't do puja and thing. Yes, they look like human, closest to human being. But human being is the most evolved form. If a monkey died in the zoo, just put him aside. But if a human being die, it attracts every form of authority. Everybody. See, just recently they found some skeleton somewhere in Arima. Police come down, all the authority come down because they're human. The most highest form, evolved form on this earth. That God created this universe. God created the earth and the 5 elements and the heavens and everything to serve human being. To serve human being. When human being creation become extinct, this world will cease to be. Everything go back and recycles itself. And so when human beings begin to live lives that bring pain and misery to others and cause chaos among human fellow beings, God, the Supreme Father, Parampita, Jagadisha, that Lord appears in a form. From his hidden nirguna aspect, from his attributeless aspect, that Lord takes a form. It's called avatar. What purpose? Jab jab hoi dharam kai hani, badhe asur adhame abhimani, tab tab prabhu dhari vividha sharira, harahu kripa nidhi sajjan pira. Sajjan pira, for the pain and suffering of the good people, the Lord incarnate to remove the suffering of the good people in this creation. So Bhagavan says, "O beloved embodiment of divinity, you are being placed in this body, the highest form, by great blessings, by great good luck, as you may call it. Bade bhaga manustan pa sura duralabha." Even those in the higher realms grieve too. It is difficult for them to attain a human body, because whilst the Lord is in this human form, in the form of Jiva, we are free to do what we want. We have that opportunity of freedom. Nothing else in this world had that opportunity of freedom. The sun have to act on time, the moon, all the elements have to be efficient except man. We don't have to be efficient. We can get up whatever time we want. We can go to work or we can stay home. Well, in Trinidad, if you don't work, you still getting paid running. As if it happened part of the world again. But we are free to do what we want. So Bhagavan Ram says, "Bade bhag manustan pava sura duralabha sab granthanega." All the great books have declared this. Not just the avatar, but all the great books have declared. Sadhana dhama. This dhama, this body is referred to as an abode where you are being placed. For what purpose? Sadhana. To live a life of discipline. Why a life of discipline amongst freedom? If you choose a disciplined life, then you're going to moksha ke dwara hai. You will then walk the door of liberation. Dwara means the door. Moksha means to be ridden from a place of temptation. Moha kshayati. A place of temptation, a place of darkness and duality. You'll be removed from such a world of temptation. Even Christ said to the Father, "Lead me not to temptation." That's the Maya. Maya here means temptation. Maya means material object. Everyone like to see different shapes and colors and forms. That's the Maya. That's what have the mind become attracted to. Maya mahatagni hamajani. Nirgun paas dekha dole. Bolat madhuri bani. The attraction of the material world is like an unseen hook. It captures you and it makes you suffer. That's what people call Maya. You call it the devil. Whatever you may attribute to that, what you call the changing world. While you are in this body, the Lord says, Bhagavan, or Father say, however we call him, that we must learn to live a life disciplined. Sadhana dhama moksha kar dwara. We must live such a life that on leaving, we will never return to a body like this, where birth and death occurs, where starvation and suffering, sickness, duality, we can rise above the duality. Moksha kar dwara. Pai na jehi parlok savara. And if we failed in the journey of life in this body, which is the most precious body among the 8.4 million, if we have failed to free ourselves from the cycle of birth and death, Bhagavan says, "O beloved soul, you have made yourself as a failure." God has nothing to do with your failure or success. I will repeat that statement. God has nothing to do with your success or failure, or our success or our failure. It is all in our hands. Our Vedas declares to the world that, "O man, liberation is in your hand, not in the hand of the Lord. Freedom of action is in your hand. The payment is in the money that you work for is in the master's hand. Depends on your karma, the money will come to you." So that Lord is the one to dispense the result to our action. So whatever we want in life is in our hands. You want to be happy? Happiness is in your hand. You want to live a sorrowful life? It's in your hand. However, it is in your hand. That's what Sri Ram says. Pai najahi, if you, however, failed to earn a good hereafter on leaving this realm of existence, this body, Sri Ram says, "So paratra dukha pavai sir dhuni dhuni pachitai kalahi karma ishwari mithya dosh lagai." He says, "O embodiment of divinity, O soul and a body, when you have failed to live a good life and enjoy peace and harmony like our beloved deceased, then you will, in hereafter now, you will beat your head in remorse, wrongly attributing the blame to fate, time, and God. You know, we like to blame everybody else for our downfall. Correct? We blame everybody else. Whilst freedom is in our hand, we blame in somebody. What a fool it is to blame others for your downfall. So with this in mind, devotees, I would kindly ask of you now at this point, if anyone else like to come and view the body and offer flowers, you'll be asked to do so now. After that viewing of the body, we'll take our final prayer and we'll take leave. Okay? So it's open now to anybody come to offer.
चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम मनोबुद्धि हंकार चित्तानिनाहम न च श्रोत्र जीवे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च भूम भूमिर् न तेजो न वायु चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम न च प्राण संज्ञो न वै पंचवायु न वा सप्त धातुर् न वा पंचकोशः न वक्पानिपारं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम न मे द्वेष रागौ न मे लोभ मोहौ मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्य भाव न धर्मो न चार्तो न कामो न मोक्ष चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम अहम निर्विकल्पो निराकार रूपो विभूत्वाच सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां सदा मे श्रवत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्ध चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू धन्य बना जीवन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण। ऐ आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे, तू सारा जीवन। ओ देख प्रभु तेरी निकट बिराजे, हो देख प्रभु तेरी निकट बिराजे। चल निग चल आज ना ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से। है मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, 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 अब चल कर ले मिलन।
All right, devotees, let's all please stand. Put your hand together as we now do this 5 Vedic chants. Take flowers in your hands, flowers. Yeah. This body is made up of 5 elements, and born from the 5 elements, it exists in the 5 elements. We exist in God. Sanatana Dharma, you don't look for God. You realize that you are one with God. It's a realization to understand that emerging out of existence, we live in existence, and only existence exists. God is existence. Only God exists. It's called in the Vedas Sat Chid Ananda. Satchidananda. Purushottama, the best among all. Today, unto thee, Father, O Master, we give prayer, we give worship. Harihi Om Prehi Prehi Patibhi Puryaye Nati Purpitra Pareta E Ubharaja No Swadhaya Marantau Yamam Pashyami Varunam Chadevam Om Yamuno Gatum Prathamo Viveda Naisha Gavyutir Bhartau Yatrana Purpitra Pareta Ena Yajnana Pathayana Swaha Om Sanghachaswa Pitribhi Samimena Shtapurtena Parmena Vyomahitva Yavadham Purastamehi Sanghchatam Tanva Suvarchaha Om Suryam Chakshur Gachatu Vatat Madhyam Chak Gacha Prathavim Cha Vadharmana Apova Gachayati Tatrahitam Husham Te Tathitam Aushadhishu Pratitishta Sharirehi Om Soma Ekebhya Pavate Ghritamekam Upasate Ebhyo Madhu Pradhavati Tang Sidivapi Gachatat Om Param Brahma Param Dham Pavitram Param Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adideva Jambibhum Om Devanam Charishinam Cha Gurum Kanchana Sannibham Buddhi Bhutam Trilokesham Tam Namami Brahaspatim Om Japa Kusum Sankasham Kashapeyam Mahajutim Sarva Papaharam Divyam Tasme Divakaram Om Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sakhe Prabhu Trividhita Panivarana He Vibho Aja Janeshwar Yadav Pahi Mam Bolo Shiva Hare Vijayam Kurume Varam Shiva Hare Vijayam Kurume Varam Kamalalo Chanarama Dayanidhe Har Guru Gajarakshaka Gopate शिवतनो भव शंकर पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम ओम परम ब्रह्म परम धाम पवित्रम परम भवान पुरुषं शाश्वतं दिव्यं आदिदेवजं विभुं ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय. Please repeat after me. Om Anadi Nidhano Devah Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundarikaksham Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Preta Moksha Prado Bhava. We pray to thee, O Father, as the giver of liberation to all departed ones, O bearer of the Shankha Chak Gadan Padma, glory unto thee, salutation unto thee, O giver of liberation. Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva bandhu cha sakha Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. My God, you are my mother and father, friend and companion, knowledge and strength. You are my wealth and knowledge. You are Sarvam. You are all to me. Unto thee I offer Om Atma Shanti, Preta Shanti, Mana Shanti of flowers. Please remain standing as the corpse will leave. Oh yeah, come, bring one with nothing.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Shoot that one. Shooting good?
Yes, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still.
Yeah.
Want some, Varun?
आए भी अकेला, into this world we have come alone, और जाए भी अकेला, and in a similar manner, when we take our exit, we shall leave alone. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता च त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव.
मनोरथ मर्याद सब भाई याद सब आएंगे पर धन देख के मन अब ललचे पर धन देख के मन अब ललचे निकल गई बेईमान रे दो दिन की मेहमान
She enjoys herself at that time, especially God wanted she have.
Om Yam Dware Mahapuriham Dhinat Masabhajita Uttanatha Invam Upachtam Om Adhyam Gotas Kashyap Gotas Pretas Chanday Subowtee Dooprajh Nitra Upachtam Pret Atdayakam
Good memories. And I will ask them,
आत्मा शांति प्रीति शांति मन शांति ओम ध्यान गोतस कृष्ण प्रेतस्य शांति मनस्तान शिव स्नान नारी तबो पतिताम वेद अनंतनायकम हरि ओम अध्याम गोतस कृष्ण गोतस प्रेतस्य शांति मनस्तान शिव दीपम मयादि तबो प्रस्ताव मरियम द्वारे महाघोरे हेनात्म सामचिंतन नाथा देवम ओम राम नाम सत्य है हरि ओम वायु आकाश तत्व आत्मा शांति Rita Shanti, Mother Shanti, good.
Daddy over there.
ओम अयोध्या मथुरा माया काशी कांचनतिका पूरी द्वारवती ये सतमुखदायका धाम शुभ ओम अयोध्या मथुरा माया काशी कांचनतिका पूरी द्वारवती ये सतमुखदायका धाम शुभ. Good, right? Yeah. No, make one. Four more. What is second gear? Repeat the second gear. The first gear sticking out. ओम अयोध्या मथुरा माया काशी कांचन पूरी द्वार के Dubraj धाम Sloha. You had walked in the 7 holy places. Blessing. Jayam, you know that? Avinam, Boodoo. Om Ayodhya Mathura Maya Kashi Kashi Puri. What are that? 3 times? One more time. Om Ayodhya Mathura Maya Kashi Kashi
Yeah. I can't right now.
Now you need 4 strong men to move the tent.
Oh, to move the tent. 10 men. Yeah, somebody only 2.
4 men to move the tent. We go straight across, east.
Ready? Yeah, there you go. Ready? Now you come in. Come on.
Ready?
Yeah, but that's it.
राम नाम सत्य है, 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 बोलो राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है। Right. Much. Very much. Pandit.
Tell him, bring the water one time.
Bring the water one time.
He's stashing much early. You want to go try? Yeah, you don't hide it early. Scarce, sir.
What try with you? You want to hide much or? Like the fire? Om Cunupia Prahino me Duram Yam Raju Chaturi Pravaha Chihaiva Mitro Jata Veda Devi Bhyo Havanam Bahatu Prajarana ओम त्वं भूतभृत् जगद्यो निस्त्वं भूतपरिपालकः मृतः संसारिकतस्मादेवं त्वं स्वर्गतिं नमः ओम ओम कृव्याग्ने नमः mix it up, offering in the hand, mix it up. Take out a match from Mooney match from there. Right, mix it up. Right, bring it offering like this. Get it, right? Stoop down. One sit down. You're mixing your offer. Come. Om Lobhyah Swaha. Om Tache Swaha. Take up after while you're offering your mixer. Om Lohitaya Swaha. All in your hand, all. Take up again. Om Milobhyah Swaha. Om Asibhyah Swaha. A little bit. Om Snayubhyah Swaha. Om Astibhyah Swaha. Astabhyah Swaha. Om Majjabhyah Swaha. Om Retase Swaha. Om Payave Swaha. Om Ayasaya Swaha. Om Prayasaya Swaha. Om Samyasaya Swaha. Om Vyasaya Swaha. Om Udhyasaya Swaha. These are all the limbs of the body we are offering to the fire. Right? Om Soche Swaha. Om Sochate Swaha. Om Sochamanaya Swaha. Om Shokaya Swaha. Om Tapase Swaha. Om Tapyate Swaha. Om Taptamanaya Swaha. Om Taptaya Swaha. Om Dharmaya Swaha. Om Nishkrityaya Swaha. Om Prayasityaya Swaha. Om Bheshajaya Swaha. Om Yamaya Swaha. Om Antakaya Swaha. Om Mrityave Swaha. Om Brahmane Namah Swaha. Om Brahmatyaya Swaha. Om Brahmatyaya Swaha. Om Vityabhyo Devibhyo Swaha. Om Dhyav Pratibhyam Swaha. Om Pretabhaya Swaha. Om Pretasakhyaya Swaha. Om Pretapaya Swaha. Make it two more shares. Two more shares. Om Preta Bhumipaya Swaha. All now. Om Preta Hantre Swaha. Everything, catch everything. Squeeze it hard. You try that way? Right. Good?
Some water. Yeah. Yeah, let me drink some water.
Like this. Try and import one. Om Krabdagni Namaha. Om Krabdagni Namaha. Om Krabdagni Namaha. Right, good. What is sticks? Why put that? On the door. Bring sticks up. Alright. Come, grandson, come. No, side, this is cool.
Come down.
Like more. No. Right, good. Keep your hand low and walk on. Keep your hand low, walk on. Walk up. Right, touch. Like it. Touch it. Put the stick aside.
Inside?
Yeah. Right, touch the mouth. Right, give your son. Go around, keep it low. Go around. Put it. Put it aside. Put the stick aside. Take the stick now. Go around. Touch him out. Put it aside, son. Take this last one. Inside. Inside. Good? Alright. Ball ahead. Pass on the side. Pass behind the car. Pass behind the car. I'll walk around the fire. Rice? We got that different things? Rice, wine, and brown rice. Is it that fried rice? Rice, wine. What? Come and see water. Now, show it that you want to go on. Okay, right? Oh, Madam Kanam, Chandi Tulanjalu, Madi Tulan Swata. Oh, Madam Chandi Tulanjalu, Madi Tulan Swata. Chandi Tulanjalu, Madi Tulan Swata. Oh, Madam Kanam, Tulanjalu, Madi Tulan Swata. One time, from outside. Oh, Madam Chandi Tulanjalu, Madi Tulan Swata. This side, right? Oh, Brahmas within down, front here now. Oh, Vegas slipping down, behind here now. And slipping down, this is going good. Continue water. And open 2 hands up there, right? Keep continue water first, continue. Oh, Rishi is slipping down. Oh, very nice. Put your hand on that, wash your hand on that. Alright, good. So you can grab some water and things. The glass will live long. So it's in a pocket, right? Yeah, pocket. You must be happy when you do this time. Joyful, right? Okay, like this. Pick it up, Krishna. Press it down. Break it up, put it on the anything right up. Break it up on the 4 pieces go to the 4 energies. The elements, the soul, and the other spirits. Right? Put it on there. Alright, it's good. Get some water. That one hammer bullet, Devai? Yeah. Working good? Nice. Yeah. We're going to assist too much on top of here. That's okay.
Yeah.
Right, good. Class for the hand. Pick up all the ring, gold ring, everything, and give me the gold ring. What Chanting do? Everything. Right, keep your eyes out. God is the beginning of life. God is the middle of life. And God is the end of life. Only God exists. Our breath of life belongs to God. Our body belongs to the 5 elements, which is a manifestation of God. And we are nothing else but God embodiment. Right? Pray. Om Anadi Nithano Devaha Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshay Pundarikaksham Preta Moksha Prado Bhava. Bowl, huh? Loosey grass. Put her on. The ring, yeah. Not the gold one, no. Keep your gold ring on. Go back your gold ring, boy. You can make it, boy. Come put it on. He doesn't matter. Right, ready when you go home? Tomorrow evening, you know where to write? The ball and the Urdi and rice and right? It's milk. Tomorrow evening, right? Now, in the morning now, when you come here, you walk in it, listen, right? You walk, let's go across the now.
तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी भोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है। अंतरा सबसे ज़्यादा मेरा फेवरेट है। बहुत सुंदर लिखा है। क्या लिखा है सुनिए। माँ बच्चों की जान होती है, माँ बच्चों की जान होती है। वो होते हैं किस्मत वाले, वो होते हैं किस्मत वाले, जिनके माँ होती है। कितनी सुंदर है, कितनी शीतल है, प्यारी प्यारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी भोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ मम्मा, थैंक यू सो मच, आपने मुझे ये लाइफ दी। मैं आपके बिना कुछ भी नहीं हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच, आई लव, आई रियली लव यू मम्मा।
गंगा जी का तट हो, जमुना का तट निकट हो, यह तो गंगा जी का तट हो, जमुना का तट निकट हो, और सावरा निकट हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। श्री वृंदावन का तल हो, विष्णु चरण का जल हो, श्री वृंदावन का तल हो, विष्णु चरण का जल हो, मुखरे में तुलसी दल हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। मेरा सावड़ा कड़ा हो, तिरछा चरण नजर हो, मेरा सावड़ा कड़ा हो, तिरछा चरण नजर हो, वंशी कसूर बर हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। सिर सोहना मुकुट हो, मुखरे पे काले लट हो, सिर सोहना मुकुट हो, मुखरे पे काले लट हो, यहाँ ज्ञान मेरे गत हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। जब प्राण कंत आवे, कोई रोग ना सतावे, जब प्राण कंत आवे, कोई रोग ना सतावे, यमत्रास ना दिखावे, जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। मेरी अरज है, मानो तो क्या हरज है, इतनी मेरी